Well, hello, Marvel fans. Are you feeling a little woke today? No? Well, too bad.
Because today we are going to be discussing about Marvel's latest blockbusters. Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, WandaVision, What If, Thor Love and Thunder. What? Did all of these movies do so bad?
Okay, Thor did well. But is it because Thor is already a loved character and the movie was actually not as good as it seems? No, surely not. Okay, but what about movies like She-Hulk? Why are they so bad? Why have they not been received well by the audience? And what happened to the great Marvel that was releasing movies like Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Thor Ragnarok, Captain America Civil War? Okay, it wasn't a very good movie, but sure, it earned well, and maybe it was at least better than the crap that we are watching today. From being one of the greatest production houses that we have ever witnessed and having fan bases that spanned entire continents, Marvel has seen a downfall greater than anything else. The gap is closing and the competition is catching up. DC is capitalizing on the fall of Marvel and has released a blockbuster, Batman. It was a movie that was very well received by the audience and it checked all the boxes. Something is clearly wrong with Marvel and their own fan base is not supporting them. Is this going to be the end of a great media empire? And is Marvel, like their plots, turning hollow? Woke Marvel refers to the recent trend of Marvel Cinematic Universe that is incorporating more socially and politically conscious themes in their movies. This has included everything from having more diverse casting to tackling issues like police brutality and immigration.
When incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or I might just literally get murdered. So
let me make this very clear. I'm not trying to say that Marvel movies have not been well received by any audience. In fact, those woke activists seemed pretty gay about it. But the core audience, the fans and the critics, feel that this change has come at the expense of compelling storytelling and has contributed to the declining quality of Marvel content. It wasn't very long ago that Marvel used to be a beloved and successful franchise with fans praising it for compelling storytelling, thrilling jobs and iconic villains. That is exactly what they're hating about it right now. So why are the audiences not enjoying these new woke Marvel movies? One reason could be that the themes are often forced and unnatural and feel like the writers are hitting the audience over their head with their message. It's like they're taking a baseball bat and slamming you in the head with their idea. And this can be alienating for some viewers who are just there to watch an entertaining movie. And it can also come as pretty preachy or heavy-handed. It's not like Marvel is subtly giving you the idea. No, they're like, bro, here's your idea and we are going to make an entire movie on it whether you like it or not. The movie is nowhere about a hero and their journey to fight a villain. No, it is now about all the woke crap that they have put in the movie. Well, She-Hulk is pretty much full of it. You can just start from any part in the movie and be hit by a truckload of crap.
So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you. So all of this just feels like projecting a lot of shit onto me.
Viewers do not have the same bond that they used to have with the earlier superheroes. I mean, who loves She-Hulk as much as they love Spider-Man? Not me. Nobody. In the past, Marvel has given us iconic villains like Loki, Thanos, and Killmonger.
And as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be.
However, in recent years, the villains have been criticized for being one-dimensional and lacking depth. The shift towards woke content is not just limited to Marvel, but it is the trend that we are seeing across Hollywood. Many popular franchises and movies are now incorporating more socially and politically conscious themes, often at the expense of compelling storytelling. Even hype movies like Black Widow and Eternals have not been received well by the audience. I want to take a moment to talk about She-Hulk. It was supposed to be the perfect movie that would strike a balance between entertaining and socially conscious themes and deliver a fresh and compelling take on the character. Well, how is it aged?
Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
So She-Hulk was basically a show that is starring women, written by women and directed by women that are doing essentially just whatever they want. Marvel has clearly given them the free rein to do whatever they want and be as honest as they want to be, or maybe just as wrong as they want to be. They are dealing with explicit misogyny in the society and they are directing the movie just to fanboy clusters and are trying to be goofy as well. Episode 3 in She-Hulk, you see her twerking, which is apparently inserted because of no reason. I mean, I can't really think of it. So if any of you can come up with any reason why it was there in the movie, please do let me know in the comments. She-Hulk is a trap and we are all just falling for it. At some point, women involved in universes like Marvel and DC are going to get a pushback. Previously, this happened mainly off camera where actresses, for example, those who played Captain Marvel, had fanboys declare war on her after comments were made about how too many movie critics were white men and she wanted more women and women of color in her own genres. Well, this sparked a very stupid firestorm that caused Captain Marvel to be review bombarded so hard that Rotten Tomatoes had to change its policies about user-submitted scores. This was a very clear gamble by Marvel and they tried to lace the movie with woke humanist content hoping that it would be well received by the audience. Well, guess what? It wasn't. I hated it, you hated it, we all hated it. In fact, when I think about She-Hulk, the only thing that comes to mind is wokeism. Marvel had one job, to make a good web series. They failed at it.
Almost tasted that. Num 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 num, eat it up. Go play okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up.
Oh, you are way more fun than my last lawyer. I will kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion.
In no way am I questioning Marvel's sentiments. In fact, even if they are doing it from the heart, the way they have portrayed these stories is horrible. Nobody is actually liking these movies. I mean, why can't She-Hulk be a fighter like Hulk? Is it Hulk's job to save the world so that She-Hulk can just have fun in it? There were parts throughout that were just so questionable. I mean, She-Hulk ran over Hulk without any training. Is that even possible? Are you kidding me? Did you not see Hulk fight Loki and did you not see the way he patched him up? Hulk is such a strong character. So what you're trying to tell me is She-Hulk is stronger than Iron Man? She-Hulk is stronger than Thor? Because clearly Hulk has fought Thor and I can say it was almost a win. So are you telling me She-Hulk is such a strong character that she can beat Thor? Well, she isn't. She just isn't. But the women that have come together and made this crap make it seem so. I haven't seen She-Hulk grow. I haven't connected with her. I haven't even seen her journey. I don't know what she does throughout the movie. Because somehow everything that she does not have a storyline. It just has one agenda. To make it as bad as possible. So now let me talk about this Marvel movie that did pretty decent this year, I'd say. It is Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, at least it had a plot. Well, yeah, a movie had a plot. So anyways, I did not actually feel that this was a Thor movie. It somehow felt more like it was a Jane Foster movie in which Thor was a starring character because Thor wasn't the same Thor. I mean, he wasn't as smart as he could be. He wasn't as strong as he could be. And he wasn't even funny. He was mostly stupid. And sure, people found it funny, but it wasn't funny. It was stupid.
Those, they are wonderful. Oh, look at that.
The fact that they had to introduce stupidity to make Thor funny is just sad. Marvel is clearly doing things wrong and we all know what they are doing wrong. And surely Marvel also knows what they are doing wrong. But I do not see any radical change in the near future by Marvel because future scripts have already been written and they are not getting changed. They are not changing them unless Marvel decides, stop everything and start once again. Fire everybody. No, they are not doing it. That is out of question. But in the long run, sure, I see Marvel making a lot of changes because, well, it is needed. Something is very wrong with Marvel. DC is catching up and Marvel is just being left behind. So unless Marvel just wants to be dissolved, they gotta do something. Because clearly they can't just expect the viewers to watch whatever they're given. I mean, you don't just go to your favorite restaurant and get a pile of poo and they say, bro, eat it. No, bro, I'm not going to eat it. I want good food. Again, I want to clearly state I'm not against female lead characters. I mean, I do want female lead characters, but what I want is strong female lead characters, those with whom I can relate. I mean, sure, I'm not a female, but I am not an alien. I should be able to relate with what they are doing. I clearly can't. I couldn't relate with Captain Marvel either. I mean, who is this woman? Is she Jesus? Is she Vishnu? Is she Zeus? Maybe. I don't know. How did she get so strong? And why does the emotional stability of these female characters matter so much?
What else you gonna do as a Hulk?
Return to my career that I have spent years building.
Sure, emotional stability of every person matters, but you don't have to tell me that in the middle of the movie. Like, you can't just be expecting me to, be vibing in 1 minute and in the next minute, yeah, bro, yeah. And then you're like, oh, but females, yeah, their emotional stability matters. No, I can't do that. When I am in the middle of the fight, make me watch the fight. If I am in the middle of the story, just continue the story. Don't lace it up with woke crap. Now, for a very long time, I felt alienated by the masses, and I was just told that, you don't understand the problems that women face. Yes, I do understand those problems, but I do not want it in a movie, and you need to understand that. Marvel cannot expect the audience to go for a movie that they do not like. Now, thankfully, in recent times, people are understanding this, Marvel is understanding this, and I can see a lot of change coming up in the near future, and if not, well, the end of Marvel is inevitable. For a long time, Hollywood has bombarded us with woke content, but thankfully, people have started to raise questions, and we can see a change in sentiment, so clearly, it's not yet over. We have good movies coming, hopefully. I mean, sure, Marvel does want to survive, right? Marvel does not yet have the full backing of its loyal fan base, but I am sure if they come up with a good movie next, without the woke crap, just the simple Marvel formula, they are going to kill it, because people really need a good Marvel movie at this point. And with that, my friends, we come to the end of this video. I hope you liked it, and please do subscribe because we have put in a lot of effort for this video. Thank you. Catalyst Media will be back with more content.